What's up, Buckeye Nation? Shane Larson here, also known as the Game Time Guru, taking my F3 energy drink in the middle of the day here as I bring you the breaking news, which is semi-breaking, but in regards to Dallan Hayden, is he getting the red shirt? We listened to Ryan Day's press conference. Seems to be the talk of the town right now about Dallan Hayden and what's going to be happening with him and his future with the Buckeyes. So I want to get you guys in on the conversation. This is actually a pretty cool one for us here on the channel because, as you guys may know, and if you don't, we interviewed Dallan when he was still in high school, when he had committed to the Buckeyes. And I'll link that interview here in the description of the show. But before we get started with this and get your guys' comments, we'd love for you guys to hit that subscribe button. Help us get to 6,000 subscribers if you could. We love chatting with the rest of Buckeye Nation. We love hearing where you're from. Again, Cory, Johnny, and myself, we built this as the Scarlet and Great Empire, right? And this platform here on YouTube is for everybody, not just us, but for everyone. We're here to chat with the rest of you guys and get the conversation started. So we provide free Buckeye content, but we want Buckeyes fans to interact with the rest of us too, because that's part of the entire point of this, to build this empire and really have these conversations with the rest of you guys. So hit that subscribe button and help us out, and let's get in on the conversation. So we have a couple of different things here. We can look at Dallan Hayden's potential red shirt from a couple different angles. There's some people that are up in arms about it because of the state of the running game right now. We can also look at it, and they're up in arms, and they're a little bit apprehensive about this decision because of his productivity on the field last year as a freshman. Okay. And I get all those arguments. Don't get me wrong, but here's why I'm going to tell you guys why this is a good thing for the Buckeye football team and the future of Buckeye football moving forward. Okay. Here's why it is a good thing. But first, we got to look at the status of last year. 2022, Dallan Hayden played in 10 games, right? He came in and he got reps. But the reason he was getting reps is because of the depth of the backfield being depleted. You had Henderson and Williams going in and out, in and out, in and out every game. And they needed to call upon Dallan Hayden to be able to get reps. I truly feel he would have redshirted last year had they not started the season healthy. Or sorry, if they had started the season healthy. I believe the same situation would have been going on last year. They would have had the same exact discussion. But Hayden got in last year, made the best of his opportunity. And he was actually really productive. I mean, he had 553 yards rushing, 5 touchdowns, a couple of catches for like 23, 24 yards. But he also played a pivotal role in the Georgia game. I thought he played pretty well in the Georgia game, all things considered. I mean, he had to come in there and get a pretty big workload in that college football playoff game. So he has the experience that you wouldn't typically see from a freshman running back at a level like this, right? So he has that experience, and I think that's what is causing some of this confusion of like, but maybe he's the answer to our running game woes. I'm telling you, he's not. He's not the answer to our running game woes because, as you guys heard Cory talk about with Dylan, the offensive line needs to get some serious help. It doesn't matter who's back there. I mean, you could have Barry Sanders back there. He's not going to run for any better than what they're getting right now. When you can't block at the second level and you can't make the simple blocks, you can't get a push on the line at this level, it doesn't matter who you have in the backfield. So I truly don't feel like Dallan Hayden's going to do anything different than what we're already seeing with the line. Okay. With the run game. I think Chip, Travion, and Mayan are more than capable of carrying the workload. In fact, I feel like they're built more for the physicality, at least Mayan and Chip, more for the physical side of things. And then Travion, when he's healthy, has more of the speed, stretch play ability, as well as, catching the ball out of the backfield. So I do feel like everybody that they have there, when they're fully healthy, are set to go. And this is the best thing for Hayden. I really think it's going to be an amazing opportunity for him as he can get some reps. He's still with the team. He can still be there. He's still practicing. He's still doing his thing. And then he comes in next year, 2 years into the program, bigger, stronger, faster, more mature, ready to take on the leadership role of being the potential running back one position. So I think it's the best situation for him personally. And I think it's the best thing for the program personally. I do think Ryan Day's put in a tough position with this, because very rarely do you see a situation where you have a guy who produced so much in 2022 come back and then all of your guys are healthy in front of him. It's a similar situation to like Braxton Miller coming back with Cardale Jones, JT Barrett, and you're kind of trying to figure out what's the best situation for Braxton for the next steps in his career. He was arguably the best quarterback on the team, but they had two other guys that were more than capable of winning, and he wasn't going to play quarterback in the NFL anyway, so they had to make a decision. I feel like, sometimes you just got to you got to play chess and you make some moves. And I actually like the idea of Hayden getting the red shirt here. It's best for him, best for the program. Now, the question that comes up is, will he stay? Will he stay there? I think he should. Like I just said, if he redshirts this year, he comes back next year as a potential RB1 for a team that is going to be loaded. I mean, Ohio State continues to recruit at such a high level, continues to compete at such a high level. And it's going to be one of those situations where he's going to come back with an awesome situation with a returning quarterback, assuming McCord's back and ready to rock and roll. It's a great position for him, being the leader on the offense, right? It will be his chance to step up. But you never know. In today's college landscape, anything can happen. These kids have a ton of opportunities in a ton of different places. There's the NIL market that's everywhere. There's a lot of different things for a lot of kids these days, especially at the talent level that he is. He came out as a 4-star running back. There's a ton of different places he could play if he wanted to. I do think that him being familiar with this program for 2 full seasons under his belt is the best option for him. But I'd love to hear what you guys have to say. Like, I truly believe this is a good thing. I don't think it's anything negative. I don't think anybody should be up in arms about it. I do feel like some of the rational Ohio State fans are understanding, like, yeah, that makes sense. It's kind of a bummer because we would have liked to see him get in the rotation more. People were wondering, why is he not playing? Why isn't he getting the reps that we were used to seeing? Stuff like that. And I think Ryan Day answered those. And I don't think I think it totally makes sense. So what Ryan Day was saying totally makes sense. And I'm excited to see the future of Buckeye football. Now, the one reason I think Buckeye fans are a little apprehensive about this, outside of just what we just talked about, is the durability of our running back room. And the only reason we're worried about that is based on history. Last year, it was just running back by committee. I mean, it was a merry-go-round, musical chairs, if you will, of running backs. And this year, we're already seeing Henderson, after a bye week, get sat out to, for precautionary measures. And that's fine. Like, I hope it's just that, and then he's back to full health. But I mean, looking at last year, we kept saying the same thing over and over and over again instead of getting full answers. And so that's why some people are like, well, we can't really, it's going to be kind of a crap show if everybody gets hurt. But keep in mind, you can burn a red shirt if you have to. Hopefully they don't have to do that. Hopefully he can have more eligibility, another year of eligibility, not waste a year of eligibility here if that running back room is fully healthy. So that's the news. I want to know what you guys have to say. I mean, it's one of those things where it's just kind of an opinion-based thing. I'm just bringing the news to you guys, kind of giving you my own insight why I think it's a good idea. But I would love to hear from the rest of you guys. Let us know what you guys have to say about it. Do you think it's good for Ohio State? Do you think it's good for Dallan Hayden? Let us know. Do you think the running back room can stay healthy? Let us know. And if you haven't, check the video out with our interview. I interviewed Dallan Hayden when he committed. Check that out and see what you guys think about it. You'll have a huge respect for the guy. He's an awesome young man, and we're looking forward to seeing what he does, hopefully, in the future of the Ohio State football program. As always, guys, make sure to hit that subscribe button. We'll be bringing you more free Buckeye content as the season goes along. And as always, God bless and go Bucks.